All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for. Edmund Jones, Philly Edwards have the front row. Richie Joplin and Russell Worth on the second row. Jackson McLean, Michael Cray on the third. Chris Johnson, Vern Spring on the fourth row. Ed Sr. and Brandon Young rounding out the top 10. Kendrick Cryer starting in 11th. Austin Edwards in 12th. Riley Maricchio starts 13th. Kyle McRecken Martin in 14th. Kenny Tripp starting at 15th. Andrew Thornton in 16th. Dave Holmberg rounding out this 17-car field here at Stafford. 17 cars on this track. You saw how close things were in those Legends cars, especially early in the race. Those were tiny. These guys are going to be racing nose to tail, side by side, all the way around the track in these much bigger, more powerful cars. And watch closely at the exit of turn 4. The exit at both ends of the track is treacherous, getting back on the power, but turn 4 in the sun, hotter, slicker part of the track, yeah, things are going to get sideways. Looks like Andrew Thornton and Dave Holmberg do not grid. Oh, good point, Robert. We have not wished Richie Joplin happy birthday for the 130th time yet. Happy 130th birthday this year, Richie. Because every day is Richie Joplin's birthday. Got several fast cars coming from the back. This track is not easy to pass on. The Legends were able to pass a little bit better, but it was still a struggle. This may be a race of survival tonight. Getting ready for the green to drop. Don't forget to hit that like button one more time. Follow, subscribe, and share the broadcast. Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They're away, and Edmund gets on the power and is gone. Look like a few. Oh, we've got some bumping into turn 1. A lot of chaos, but everybody's still rolling. Now caution is out. Chris Johnson is wrecked. Kyle Martin is wrecked. There's that big stack up through 1 and 2. Looked like we had a car trying to get back on the power, just nowhere to go. Kyle Martin gets rolling again. Or I'm sorry, Chris Johnson. Let's see what happened with McRecken. McRecken picking up a ton of spots through 1 and 2, but just couldn't avoid the chaos. Although McRecken does McRecken things, he keeps his foot in it. Austin Edwards, Philly Edwards headed to pit road. Russell Worth also on pit road, all in for repairs. And to the best of my knowledge, Philly Edwards, Austin Edwards, not related. Edmund Jones got on the power, but a lot of drivers, as they got on the power, got a little too hard and got a little squirrely. Now they're going to go single file on the restart. Jeremy Edwards is not related to either of them. Pace car drops back in. Single file restart. Here we go. Green back in the air. Oh, we've got one around already. Looks like it was Jackson McLean. Caution is back out. Looked like the car behind just had one heck of a roll. Holy cow! Was that McRecken in the air? It was. Kyle McRecken Martin goes for one heck of a ride. McRecken ends up on his lid. He had to tow to pit road. Oh, for clarification, Jeremy Edwards is actually Austin's cousin. And they are not related to Philly. Thanks for clarifying that. I just realized I do broadcast a lot of Edwardses. Edward Eyes? I don't know. Kendrick Cryer is coming to pit road. He has a little bit of damage. Richie Joplin has made his way to second, but Riley Maricchio is up 9 spots already into fourth. He did say it's his home track. He is looking for a good showing here tonight. He is already on it, but Kenny Tripp also already up 9 spots into sixth. Kenny Tripp is currently the points leader in this series. And he has that lead over Kyle Martin. Kyle on pit road. Tripp liable to pick up a lot of points tonight. Here we go. Single file restart again. We've got somebody trying to go 3 wide. That was Austin Edwards. Makes a bold 3 wide move down to the apron. Moves up into 8th. Kenny Tripp has picked up a spot now of 10 spots into 5th. Edmund Jones starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Richie Joplin. Michael Cray in 3rd. Riley Maricchio looking down low. How many times have we seen that battle between Cray and Maricchio? Kenny Tripp now up into 4th place. He continues marching forward. Michael Cray in 5th. Austin Edwards now up into 6th. Robert, that is definitely the case. Riley Maricchio setting the fastest lap so far last time by as he closes in on Richie Joplin. Wow, all over the bumper, tried to look to the high side, couldn't get there, drives it deep into 3. Vern Spring has gone off track, no caution yet. There's Vern coming out of turn 2, hops on the throttle, back in goes. Vern did recover, he is back out on track, but lost a ton of track position. Riley Maricchio has climbed his way up into 2nd. He said this is the track that got him into racing. He is looking to put on a show for the hometown fans tonight. Richie Joplin now to third as Kenny Tripp in fourth, all over him. Austin Edwards in fifth, trying to close the gap. Michael Cray had charged forward. Oh! Believe that was Kenny Tripp that just ate the wall on the front stretch. Now the question is, did it damage the handling or the suspension? Ours seems to be okay for the moment, but we'll keep a close eye on it. That did give Austin Edwards a little bit of ground to close back up. Kendrick Cryer now up 4 spots into 7th as he marches forward. Brandon Young has gone off track. Through 1 and 2, down to the apron. Left sides on the apron seems to be fatal here tonight. Caution is out. Caution out on lap 20. Brandon Young had gone off track again. Let's see. Brandon rolls back up on the track. The caution comes out, giving him the opportunity to get the car corrected and moving again. Kyle Martin is back out on track. Brandon Young as well. Jackson McLean also out on track, getting a lap back. Should put Jackson back on the lead lap now. Lights go out on the pace car. Will they stack back? Yes, they are going to go back to 2 wide restart. Does this mean we see more chaos on the restart? They have heat in the tires now. A little bit of grip. Pace car is in. Edmund Jones in control of the start. Green flag back in the air. Edmund is gone. Kenny Tripp now looks down to the inside on Maricchio. Maricchio is not giving up a spot easy tonight. They are side by side off into 3 right on Edmund's bumper. Crossover. Austin, he goes even lower. Caution is out. Maricchio got into the back bumper of Kenny Tripp. Maricchio goes for the crossover into turn 1. Just bumps Tripp and sends him around. And then it looks like he gets another little bit of a tap. That is indeed Russell Worth in 11th place, Robert. Started in 4th, has had a rough time on restarts tonight, but once the green flag run hits, Russell is coming through the field. And look who is up front once again. Austin Edwards now to 2nd. For a guy who hasn't been in a tour mod in several months, he is looking awfully, awfully fast. Looks like a little goofing off going on up here. Kendrick Cryer now gave Austin a little love tap. As they begin to get ready for the restart, should be getting 1 to green this time by. Now Chris Johnson's going to give Austin a love tap. Lights go out on the pace car, signaling 1 lap to green. Down the back straightaway, pace car will pull off in turn 3. Pace car is in. Edmund in control once again. Here we go. He fires green back in the air. Austin stays with him. Through 1 and 2, Edmund gets a little bit of a push. Kendrick Cryer up there. Chris Johnson trying to make a move on the high side, but Kenny Tripp comes back on the bottom. And we've got some battling. Holy cow! Ed Sr. gets caught up in this one. Philly Edwards is in it. There's Philly on the high side. He gets up into the wall. Ed Sr. nowhere to go. Chris Johnson had an off track a moment ago. With Richie. Oh, Richie hard hit. Both drivers managed to stay out of off the racing surface. We stay green. Richie Joplin, Ed Sr., and now Philly Edwards all on pit road. Kyle Martin just set the fastest lap of the race in 15. Edmund Jones still has the lead. Kendrick Cryer in second. Austin Edwards in third. Kenny Tripp in fourth. Richie Joplin comes back off pit road. Michael Cray in fifth. Riley Maricchio in sixth. Russell Worth, long green run. He starts making the comeback up to seventh. Jackson McLean currently runs in eighth. Vern Spring in ninth. Caution! Kendrick Cryer involved. Looks like Kendrick may have gotten a little bit of the holy cow. He checks up into three. Austin Edwards nowhere to go. Looks like Austin pulled off. He is going to take the EOL penalty. He's come from the back once already tonight. Can he do it again? Richie Joplin will get the lucky dog here. Robert Winger predicting Russell Worth for the win and birthday boy Richie Joplin coming home in second. But so far it has been all Edmund Jones up front. We saw Chris Johnson dominate from the pole, led every lap to win the Legends race. Edmund looking to do the same thing. But now you'll have Kenny Tripp on the high side on the restart. Lights are out on the pace car. down into turn 3. Pace car about to drop in. Edmund Jones in control once again. Edmund fires, green flag back in the air. Kenny Tripp tries to hang with him. Tripp trying to keep him pinned down, can't do it. Now Tripp to the apron. Maricchio and Michael Cray battling side by side. We've got a spinner. It's Jackson. Caution is out. Multiple cars involved. Kyle Martin got a piece of this one. Oh, he got knocked from behind, went into the grass. Austin Edwards also had to get evasive through the grass. What happened with Jackson? Jackson just gets a love tap from behind. Several cars, including Brandon Young and Chris Johnson, caught up in this one. See what happened with Chris Johnson here. Chris just knows where to go when he rolls up into it. Richie Joplin does get back to the lead lap. Vern Spring, Brandon Young, both on pit road for repairs. Chris Johnson's car a bit tore up. Lights are out, they stack back up. It's time to go green. Single file on this restart. Edmund fires, green flag back in the air. Austin Edwards starting to make his way forward. Chris Johnson right with him. Looking under Michael Cray as Kendrick Cryer makes his way forward. Kendrick getting way low, trying to get past Riley. Kenny Tripp, though, currently the biggest mover of the race, up 13 spots into second. Riley Maricchio, no slouch here tonight, up 10 spots into third, and just set the fastest lap. Kendrick Cryer sits fourth. Austin Edwards sits fifth. Chris Johnson in sixth. Michael Cray seventh. Jackson McLean in eighth. Russell Worth in ninth. Richie Joplin in 10th. Kyle Martin has had a problem. Caution is out. Chris Johnson may have been involved. Oh, Chris gets the wall hard out of turn 4. And McRecken slides it all the way through to turn 2. That would have been really impressive if McRecken had pulled off, just sliding out to the track and keeping going. It was a nice save nonetheless. That was pretty impressive. Edmund Jones continues to lead. He has now secured the most laps led here tonight. Ed Sr. getting one of his laps back. Chris Johnson rolling off pit road. That car has been repaired. Kendrick really warming up the tires. Lights are out on the pace car. They're getting ready to go back to green. You are absolutely right. Green flag back in the air. Robert, you're absolutely right. That pace car would not have survived. Holy cow, we've got a three-wide rattle for second place. A car off back behind, it's Kyle Martin. He clears the track, no caution. Riley now up into second, Kenny Tripp in third, Kendrick Pryor in fourth. Jackson McLean looking under Michael Craig for sixth place. Richie Joplin, Russell Worth, eighth and ninth, trying to make their way forward. Chris Johnson back in 12th, trying to pick up some spots here as well. Edmund Jones still able to hold on to the lead, but Riley Maricchio is right there. Kendrick Pryor, Kenny Tripp, and Austin Edwards still lurking behind. Caution, Michael Cray involved. Looked like Richie got a little bit of a push as Michael Cray gets right to his bumper. Vern Spring catches a big piece of it. Richie drives in deep. They just barely touch tires. Vern Spring had been having a good run right up until that moment. Taking a look at Vern's car here to see what kind of shape it's in. The front end is a little banged up, but as long as the handling's good, he ought to be okay. And Kendrick Pryor and Kyle Martin deciding to put on a little mid-race entertainment. Now making their way back up into line. Riley Maricchio still sits in second place. It's his hometown track. Will he give the bumper to get the win here tonight? Lights are out on the pace car. They stack back up side by side for this one. Pace car is in. Green flag in the air. Edmund manages to get the lead, but Riley all over the back bumper. We've got a spin behind. Holy cow, Worth saves it. Ed Sr. is off track. Let's see what happened with Russell. There's the drop of the green flag as Russell Worth gets back on the gas. A little wheel spin. Oh, big bump. It looks like Chris Johnson may have just given him a love tap. Ed Sr. suffers the most. Edmund Jones, Riley Maricchio still out front. Kendrick Cryer in third. Austin Edwards now up to fourth. Kenny Tripp in fifth. Jackson McLean, Richie Joplin, Chris Johnson, Brandon Young, and Vern Spring round out your top 10. Vern not doing too bad considering that car just went airborne. Edmund trying to pull a little bit of a gap here on Maricchio. The top five have broken away. Jackson McLean in 6. Richie Joplin now up into 7. Chris Johnson currently sitting in 8th. Brandon Young in 9th. And Russell Worth in 10th. Vern in 11th. Ed Sr. in 12th. But Ed is still on the lead lap. However, the younger Jones is closing in. Riley still all over the back bumper of Edmund. Kevin, you're probably right. Oh, we've got a caution car upside down. It's Jackson McLean. Oh, Jackson, big hit into the wall on the front stretch. Can't get the car down. Ends up going for quite a tumble and towed to pit road. Edmund Jones continues to lead, has led every lap here, but Riley Maricchio at his home track wants it bad. There will be about 15 laps or under to go when the green drops. Riley is made up, started in 13th, is up 11 spots into second. Kendrick Cryer up 8 spots to 3rd. Austin Edwards up 8 spots to 4th. Kenny Tripp up 10 spots into 5th. Lights are already out on the pace car. Edmund Jones once again in control. I notice he has been varying when he gets on the gas, so they cannot predict it. Green flag in the air. Riley, though, stays with, almost a bump. Edmonds up the track. Cryer to the lead. Here comes Austin Edwards. Edmonds slips back into 3rd. Kenny Tripp up to 3rd. Kendrick Cryer now has his hands full with Austin Edwards. There's a big battle going on back here. Edmund. Chris Johnson gets loose out of turn 2. Edmund almost making it 3 wide out of turn 2. Russell Worth starting to move forward. Russell will have McRecken to follow for a few laps here. Kevin, that color theme on that logo, buddy, that's always a good paint scheme. Austin Edwards all over the back bumper of Kendrick Pryor. Kenny Tripp unable to hang with him. Edmund Jones sits in fourth after dominating the first two-thirds of this race. Riley Maricchio now in fifth. And Austin's making the move for the lead. He's got the nose in. Austin sending it deep into three. Kendrick trying to hold on the high side. Austin all the way uses all the track to take the lead. Pryor in second, looking for a way back by. Kenny Tripp and Edmund Jones during that battle were able to close the gap. They bring Riley Maricchio with them. Oh, Edmund looks low. He manages to save it. Now caution is out. Edmund shoots to the bottom and tries to drive it deep into the corner. Does not end well, and he manages to save it. Ed Sr. also having an incident back behind. Ed managing to hold on to her, keep it going the right way. Edmund Jones on pit road for repairs. Austin Edwards has the lead. Kyle McRecken Martin getting a lap back here. Edmund Jones stopped for repairs, no tires, no fuel. He is back out. Kendrick Pryor driving through the grass. Kenny Tripp now in third, Riley Maricchio in fourth, Richie Joplin back to the top five, and Russell Worth in sixth. Winger, you may not be far off, buddy. But they all have to get past Austin Edwards, as I do believe Kyle Martin was doing Kyle Martin things a moment ago in the infield. Yep. McRecken goes and does the infield loop again. Lights are out on the pace car. This could be the final restart with 3 laps to go. Pace car is in. Austin Edwards controls the start. They fire green back in the air. Chris Johnson sounds like he blew an engine on the restart. Kendrick Pryor in second. Now Kenny Tripp in third. He's got his hands full. Pryor almost to the inside. 2 to go. Tripp now clear into third. Maricchio in fourth. Richie Joplin in fifth. Russell Worth in sixth. Brandon Young now up to seventh. Edmund Jones in eighth. Vern Spring in ninth. Ed Sr. in 10th as the white flag comes out. Does Kendrick Pryor... Oh my... What the crap? Kenny Tripp pulls off the win. Maricchio comes home second. And Richie Joplin comes home third. And let's take a look at that last couple of turns. Wow. Kendrick just sends it into 3, cuts the grass, gets into Austin, turns Austin literally upside down. I'm guessing the admins will have something to say about that. All right, let's talk to our top 3, starting with Richie Joplin. Hey, Richie, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, head on this.
With 1 to go, you were in 5th, and just due to craziness, man, you managed to finish 3rd. That was a great run.
Yes, I'm getting a little bit better in these cars. I'm still figuring them out. I'm having fun in this league. It's pretty fun. I like it.
You have definitely been making your way forward week in and week out in these cars. Could we see you in victory lane before the season's out?
I don't know. These guys are pretty fast in these cars. I'm still figuring them out. I like to squeeze out a win, though.
Well, we know you know how to get it done, man. A great run tonight. A great podium finish, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Richie Joplin finishes 3rd. Hometown boy Riley Maricchio comes home in 2nd. Riley, I know you wanted to win at your hometown track, but buddy, coming home 2nd in that race, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, we had a few ups and downs during that race. I felt bad I accidentally hit Kenny on one of the earlier laps, and started from the back, then had to go back there again, but brought it all the way up here. That was a very interesting finish. I think he got a suspension already for that one, but yeah, good race.
I would imagine something is definitely going to happen. That was a little bit nuts, but it definitely benefited you right then.
Yeah, man. Kenny's a good driver. Would love to be in victory lane, but 2nd place today is not bad.
Well, buddy, great job. Great run as always, and congratulations.
Thank you, Doug.
And finally, our winner, Kenny Tripp. Kenny, yeah, that was a good win. No doubt you fought all night long and earned that. The biggest mover of the race, but did you think at the white flag you had a shot at the win?
Well, you know, I knew something was going to happen. I didn't expect it to be that extreme. I mean, those two always go at it, you know, friendly, you know, but I expected something. Definitely didn't expect to win. I expected to settle for 3rd. I thought they would both be able to save it, whatnot, but yeah, I definitely got handed to me because I was totally content with 3rd. But yeah, car was pretty loose, no tires, so that was, I knew we had to save my stuff. I think I started dead last, if I'm not recalling.
Started in 15th, so almost dead last.
Yeah. So, anyways, good night. Podium finishes in both races. I think I extend my. I don't even know who's in 2nd now, but I think I extended it by a little bit more. Still not enough.
McReckon is currently in 2nd place. You had a 45-point lead, but he finishes 10th here tonight, or excuse me, 11th here tonight. So I think you're going to extend it quite a bit.
Yeah, I like that. You know, all in all, been a good season. I got to thank you and for putting all on the broadcast. You do a hell of a job, and Eddie for putting these on and dealing with the stuff after the race. But I'm glad I get to go to bed. I don't get to stay awake. But yeah, having fun and looking forward to next week.
All right, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a wild final lap at Stafford. A wild night of racing as a whole, but man, that was some excitement. We'll keep you posted as we learn more if there is a penalty or not. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did tonight. Y'all have a great night, everybody.